A peace is of the nature of a conquest, for then both parties nobly are subdued, and neither party loser.
Yes, Fayu. I see it. Check in when your wingmen are ready.
Fayu's ready.
Noma's checking in ready.
Lift ready. Group 2.
Raya's go.
Ready's good. Group 3.
Lex and Ms. go.
Trails are ready. Group 4.
Best path to success, Jin.
Best path to success, Fayu. To all of us. Groups 3 and 4. Engage the breaking fighters and try to pull them away from the Blue Star. 2. Start closing off their exits. Fayu and I are going to start our strafing run. Everyone scan for that weapon's location.
Let's light him up.
Armed and tracking, breaking off. I'll meet you on the other side.
Armed and hot. First the turrets, then the landing bay.
Understood.
Lead 2. You have 2 right on.
They're at it again. Nama, where are you? I can't shake them.
I followed in behind you, but I can't get a clear shot without the risk of hitting you.
I agree. This is way too close.
Falling back? Just give the word.
You'll know when.
You think so?
I hope so. Thanks, Nama. Nice shot.
Keeping you alive is what I do.
Uh-huh. Group 1 lead, this is lead 2. Jin, you still alive?
What's your situation, Blake?
They won't be using their landing bays anytime soon. Have you located the weapon?
No. We need to keep scanning for it. It'll show up.
We should have seen it by now. We'll continue the sweep. Keep the area clear for you.
Understood. Let's make another run, Feiyu.
I'm right with you, Jin.
I just picked up multiple targets on your 6 o'clock, Jen.
Where did they come from?
We're tracking them. Swinging back for an intercept.
Outside.
That was a group we didn't count on.
Makes me wonder what kind of opposition leads 3 and 4 have come up against.
Oh my.
Oh my, what?
Well, look at them. They're splitting up as if they were running away.
Look at their pattern. They're not running, they're regrouping. Trelzo, tell me you've seen this before.
Yeah, Murney, I have. It's one of their favorite flanking moves.
Looks like they don't want us here.
Well, that'd be a good guess.
I suggest multi-spread missiles to even up the odds.
I like it. Team, pick a target. Wait for my command.
Raya locked and ready to fire. Ready here, Charles.
Ready? Fire! They don't scare easily.
No, they don't. Let's finish this.
I've got one that seems to be going with them. Breaking off, Trelza.
Group 3, lead 1 here. We have a fix on the weapon. Status.
We've been kept busy, but we'll manage. You know, reinforcements would be nice.
Group 2, help out. Feiyu, stay back and cover me. I'll finish up here. The blue star's burning so badly it doesn't present much of a threat now.
Falling back.
Nama, new vector.
I'm right behind you. They're leading us into that debris field.
We're gonna follow them. We need to flank them.
Understood.
Get a good lock. Too many objects.
Getting no return.
Just wait. They'll turn up. They can't have gone too far.
Looks like Lexington's busy.
Yeah, I am. And by the way, they're hiding behind that big rock.
There.
Gotcha. Go.
missile lock.
I'm hit.
I'm headed your way, Lexum. Hang on.
Breaking off to support Trelza.
Understood.
Phoenix, I need stability control now.
Attempting to compensate.
This isn't going well.
Stability restored to 75%.
Good enough. How bad is the damage?
Extensive. Left vertical stabilizer destroyed. Left thruster nacelle destroyed. Antimatter detonation contained.
Well, that's good news.
Recommend transferring throttle control to the central thrusters.
Do it.
Jin, I'm reading some energy buildup on the cruiser.
I see it. I've got to get this launch on target to complete the mission. Keep any remaining fighters away from me, Feiyu.
I know. Success, Jin.
To you, Feiyu.
Jin, the gun!
Uh-oh.
Feiyu, I'm ready here. Come in, Feiyu.
I read you. Go.
Enemy neutralized, heading back to you. Where's Jin?
I don't know. He destroyed the primary target, but not before he was hit by it.
Any sign of an escape pod?
No, not even any debris. Even if he were vaporized, I would still be reading some traces of him. It's as if he just vanished.
This is Intrepid. We're free and clear, and we're starting our approach in the Mars atmosphere.
Receiving your telemetry, and we will monitor your descent. Tell the gang down there we said hi.
Shuttle underway, Rachel?
Yes, sir. She just launched. Intrepid operating normally. They'll be sending our regards to the ground crew.
Since all contact was lost with Mars Station 1 a month ago, perhaps our shuttle crew can determine how the gang is doing down there.
I hope so. Surface scans of the station do show some signs of damage, but all members of the station are present and accounted for.
Well, with all the information we've already compiled, I'm certain we'll be able to come up with some logical and reasonable explanation. I'm sure our shuttle crew will find all as well.
What about the anomalies we detected near Mars and the coincidental radio blackout soon after at Mars Station?
So far, our studies have shown that despite some unusual residual radiation from the anomalies, they couldn't have had anything to do with the blackouts.
Not even interference with transmissions?
For a month, I'm suspecting something closer to home, their transmitters.
Coincidence or not, it's damn peculiar.
Captain, scanners are detecting something big at 12 o'clock.
Confirmed, Captain. The readings suggest another anomaly. And finally, we're getting a front row seat to one of these things.
Can you tell if it's natural or artificial?
Sir, it's occurring in the flight path of the shuttle.
Holy bejesus, Batman.
Rudy, do you mind the theatrics? Please help Matt determine if this is a natural phenomenon.
Yeah.
Rachel, is the Intrepid answering?
No, sir. Frequency is open and there's no static. They're just not answering.
Maybe they can answer. Oh, man.
Proximity alert, evasive action. Proximity alert, evasive action.
What was that? And where in blazes did it come from?
I have no idea. Do you know which direction it's headed?
Straight for the journeyman.
Intrepid, this is Journeyman. How do you read?
Yeah, Intrepid here. We're fine. Whew! Bit shaken. Check your scanners. You've got incoming, and it's fast. It's about 100 feet long or so.
Tracking an inbound, sir. Intercept heading.
Marty, who's coming to dinner? Any idea?
I don't know, Captain. It's not a party barge. We're going to play it safe and continue down the surface. Let's get out of here.
Good idea, Marty. Rachel, try to get this guy to talk to us.
This is Jen, reporting in the blind on a discrete tactical frequency. Continuing my attack run.
Matt, continue to track him. What's his range?
20,000 in closing, and
what?
He's traveling over 15,000 miles an hour from a virtual standstill in a matter of seconds. It's still accelerating, sir.
How is that possible? Tom, any response?
None, sir. I'm still trying.
Looks like a standard strafing run. Gunnery!
A what run?
Unfortunately, you'll find out what I mean too soon. Diesel, report!
Gunnery here, sir. Assuming battle stations.
Too late. Shipwide, this is the captain. Brace for impact.
Here he comes.
That's not the cruiser. Phoenix, bring up the nav charts for display and compare them with our current position.
Spacecraft does not match current data. Location does not match previous position.
Diesel, acquire the target and lock on.
Locked on, sir. Tracking and awaiting your signal to fire.
Good. Let's see if this cowboy has planned next. Com?
So the target is passing us again, but in an arc, not in a straight line.
Sounds like he's not so interested in shooting at us again quite yet. Should have seen that coming.
Here he comes.
We see him now. Rudy, what's the damage?
Minor to the power port couplings.
Let me know if you need to go outside for inspection and repair.
Okay.
Attacking vessel, do not fire your weapons. We are not a ship of war. We are here in peace. Please answer. State your intentions.
My intentions? Seems I don't have much choice.
He's just sitting out there, sir, maintaining station-keeping position.
This guy's good. Whatever he is.
How can I trust you? I don't know who you are or your origin.
We should be the ones worried about trusting you. However, in the spirit of diplomacy, I'm Captain Sid SHUBIAN, representing the Earth exploratory vessel Journeyman. Come aboard the landing bay that's opening, and we'll tell you more.
Sir!
He presents a much lesser threat inside the ship than out there, taking pot shots at us.
Captain?
I see him. Gunnery, stand down. Matt, you have the bridge. Rachel, come with me to meet our special friend with the hot rod.
Caution. Vehicle recovery operation in progress. Caution. Vehicle recovery operation in progress.
Bridge, SHUBIAN.
Yes, sir. Compton here.
Matt, what's our status?
All's quiet, sir. We've made contact with the shuttle crew, and they're okay. They'll call back when they can give us the condition of the Mars crew.
Good news.
Yes.
Send yourself to briefing 1 and have O'Hara report here with any new information.
Aye, sir. Mr. Reed, you have the bridge.
To answer your question, Jin, we're in our solar system with the star we call Sol. We're orbiting the fourth planet, which is called Mars. Now, to begin with, why were you firing on us?
Oh, we were getting ready.
We?
Yes, we. My squadron and I.
You mean there's more of you coming?
Well, I hope not. I do not wish what happened to me to happen to them. I hope they completed our mission.
Which is?
Captain?
As I was saying, we were on patrol to seek out and destroy a weapon. Our enemies had produced this weapon to ensure our defeat, so that we can no longer interfere with their practices.
So you set out to destroy this weapon there. Why are you here?
They fired on me from a ship about the same size as yours before I could destroy it. When I recovered from its effects, I decided to try and fulfill my mission.
That's when you realized you were not where you were and we were not the enemy?
Yes, and I hope not.
Well, we're not.
Before we go on, could we be introduced?
Sorry. Jin, this is my first officer, Matt Compton. Matt, Jin. He's my second in command.
First officer, second in command? There's logic somewhere there, I suppose.
Never thought of it that way before.
Jin, tell me about this conflict you're involved in.
In our solar system, we have 3 habitable planets. My planet Palo is our homeworld, Vera is the world we colonized, and Atzlo is a world with no indigenous intelligent life. My planet was the one that initiated the talks that led to the treaty signed many years ago that would allow Atzlo to remain untouched by both civilizations.
Apparently, the treaty agreement has not been complied with by these groups, but up until recently have Palo forces been able to exercise the means of enforcing the treaty.
Vera groups began to secretly use Atzlo as a penal colony, helping their unwanted, undesirables, and criminals. Atrocities to the land resources soon followed, including unmonitored mining. So much resistance has ensued in our efforts to police such violations that war seems to loom over the horizon.
Has war been declared by either party?
No. Our counselors are in debate, arguing whether or not a declaration of war is necessary. I'm fortunate that it wasn't a destructive weapon, which greatly puzzles me.
Why?
Well, because we would expect much more from a foe that seems so determined at getting what it wants at any cost. Now it just seems they want to remove us from the premises, to displace us out of their way.
Just short of being a Pyrrhic victory, it's all neat and tidy, no mess to clean up. Afterward, they leave with a clear conscience of not having killed.
Or the weapon wasn't ready and was designed to kill.
What do you mean?
Just think of the energy that was required to produce the rift in the first place. Channel that energy the wrong way or the right way, depending on how you look at it, you just may have one big-ass gun on your hands.
She's right.
Yes, she is.
She may be more right than you think.
Explain, Rudy. What have you found?
Some of us are still crawling around his ship. Don't worry there, Pancha. We're not going to hurt it. Although it could certainly hurt us.
How is that exactly?
A plasma pulse gun basically could tear us a new...
Thanks, Rudy. We get the picture.
Anyway, from the readings we got from the attack, plus assessment of the damage, which we got without going outside, I might add, that gave us the data.
Jin, my lead engineer, Rudy Payne.
Before you examine the Dragon Phoenix, you should ask me first.
A polite alien. Real nice. Very pleasant.
Rudy, can you pretend that I'm the captain today and let me handle this?
Sure. Anyway, a lot of surprises still popping out of the rabbit's hat. According to our space jockey's logs and sensor readings, that weapon he speaks of packs a lot of energy.
You think it's designed to destroy?
Hard to say.
Why?
Because it did such a good job of throwing our guest to here. It seems it was designed for instant displacement, but it could be so much more.
You're impressed by this technology, I take it.
Oh, very impressed. His ship alone, I wish I had designed it.
Thank you. I'm quite fond of it myself.
What about the possibility of time travel?
Good question. We thought of that as well. As you know, time and space are related. So we compared Jin's star charts to our own, compensating, of course, for the difference in viewing location. There is no detectable shift in star location. Hence, there was no time travel. Jin's displacement was instantaneous.
You mean to tell me you know how far he traveled?
Yes, approximately 100 light years from here. Not very far on a cosmic scale, but we couldn't feasibly cross it using our own technology.
Do you know where he came from?
Yeah.
That's not a good answer.
Why?
Because if we know where he came from, then Jin's aggressors may know where they sent him. Thusly, they may eventually know about us. The security of our planet is at great risk.
Do you believe that they would invade?
You tell me, Jin. You know them better than we do. But to answer your question, yes. I believe it's a strong possibility.
Not necessarily. I don't have all the data, but so far I'm guessing it was not designed for directional considerations, just results.
Guessing?
A very educated guess. I'm almost certain.
Rudy, I respect your opinion, but I still can't take that risk. I believe our timeline is shorter than I thought. Jin, if you didn't destroy that thing, then we have a vested interest in eliminating it ourselves before they learn how to really use it.
Agreed.
Rudy, can we recreate it, the rift, from what we know now?
What are you planning to do, sir?
I'll let you know once I know for sure we can do it. Rudy?
Yes, we can.
Really?
Most excellent. What?
Really, it's very exciting.
I'm sure. How will you do it? What will you need?
We'll need the big gun.
Guns? On an exploratory craft?
Exploration can be a hazardous business. Go on, Rudy. Why the big gun?
Transferring the particle beam in the direction we need will require the gun.
You said this thing wasn't directional.
I did, and it isn't, as far as I can tell. But I still need the focusing properties of the gun to contain the beam. We can create the energy we need using our antimatter reactor. We're back engineering the math, inherent in the form of the beam.
Antimatter. My ship also runs on antimatter.
I know, but we can't get the acceleration you can.
The key's inertial damping. I'll show you.
So the direction can be manipulated? It's not random?
Oh no, it's not random. What I'm trying to make you understand is that directionality is not an issue unless you're trying to get someplace in particular, like getting Jin home. I'm assuming that's what you had in mind.
It's a start.
Give me the gun and we can make it work. Distance is a bit uncertain. I can't guarantee you pinpoint accuracy, but I can get you to pretty close.
How close?
Within, I'd say, 100,000 miles.
100,000 miles?
Hey, that's pretty good considering the distance. It's less than a second in a light year, and we're talking about 100 here. Of course, I'll have to test it first.
Jin, I'd like you to meet my mission specialist, O'Hara. Rudy, you're hired. When can you begin testing?
0800 hours tomorrow. They'll be preliminary, but it'll be a start. For now, Jin, I need you back at your ship to hook up your computer to ours.
Any more news from Mars?
Everyone is fine. The comm station was destroyed by what seemed to be a meteorite, but turned out to be a probe-type device. Current theory is that a previous anomaly spit this probe out and it crashed. Repairs are underway. Command's been informed, but waiting for further transmissions from you, sir.
I see a great potential threat to our solar system. A warring alien civilization can just drop in on us, and we have some serious problems. Matt, I need you back on the bridge. Rudy, you and Jin get started. Rachel, while your station's still covered, why don't you go with Jin? You too, O'Hara. Start formulating mission specs based on Rudy's findings.
Kyle, hey buddy, how are you holding up?
Okay, I guess. God, I miss her bad. I miss her so much it hurts. Wish she didn't want to break up. She's just not happy with me. Now I wish I had never met her.
Wouldn't it be simple if we could just turn back the hands of time? What are you thinking about?
Nothing to worry about, okay? Just remembered I had something to do back at the office.
Right. Let's not go doing anything stupid, okay?
Like I told you, nothing to worry about. Ciao, amigo.
Yeah. See ya. I've got to do something. Something's not right.
Hi, Ava. We may have a big problem with Kyle. We need to talk.
Kyle, I thought you already left.
Oh, hi, Pullman. Yeah, I did. I just wanted to tie up a few loose ends here before hitting the bed.
Anything I can do to help? We're all basically working on the same thing anyway.
Nah, I'm almost done here anyhow. Thanks, though.
Well, suit yourself. See you around the campus.
Test firing in 2 hours. That should give you enough time to prepare. Then it's goodbye, Eva.
Nathan, what is it with Kyle? What has he done?
Nothing yet, as far as I know. That's what bothers me. It's like he's ready to explode, capable of anything.
Yes?
Sir, it's Earth Control, Admiral Herndon. Should I patch it through to your quarters?
Yes, Lieutenant. Patch it through. Thank you.
My pleasure, sir.
Captain Shubian, how goes the research? Did I catch you napping?
Oh, Admiral. Yes, actually, you did.
Good. You'll probably need the rest for what's ahead of you.
You're probably right. The research is going very well in answer to your question. Rudy assures me that he'll be ready with the test within an hour. We're excited and anxious.
That's great news. The board and I agree with you. Time is of the essence. In fact, I wish there was more time for first contact protocol with Jin, but you've handled it splendidly.
Thank you, sir, but I feel there's more to his story than he's letting on.
That may be. But the nature of the technology that brought Jin here, and the relative proximity of Jin's conflict poses a serious threat to the security of Earth. We need you over there to assess the situation, Sid.
I concur. It's too risky to even consider the possibility that they don't know we exist. There were several anomalies in that same location. Doesn't seem random. Eventually, they may get curious as to what or who was on the other side.
Exactly. We've already dispatched the Krieger to your coordinates.
Reinforcements?
An early Christmas present. They'll recover your shuttle crew from Mars and remain in position for your return. If any hostiles follow you through, we'll be waiting for them.
I feel better already. Thanks for looking out for us, sir.
Wouldn't have it any other way. This is the dawn of a new age as a civilization for us, Sid. I'm sure you're well aware of the gravity of the situation. No pun intended.
Of course. We've just discovered we're not alone in the universe. That's a lot for everyone to digest.
Now I'm sending you encrypted files for your eyes only. Read them, understand them, no variations. Good luck, Captain.
Yes, sir. Shubian out. Yes?
Captain, Lieutenant Nathan Falls here, sir.
Yes, Lieutenant. What can I do for you?
Sir, we have a problem.
What kind of problem? Rudy tells me everything's on schedule, if not earlier.
Not that kind of problem, sir. It's my roommate, Kyle Bryan. He's missing. He said he had to come to engineering after his shift, but that was well over an hour ago.
I take it he's not in engineering then?
Well, no, sir, he's not.
Lieutenant, I don't see the problem. He couldn't have gone too far.
Sir, this is Lieutenant Eva Johnson. Kyle and I just broke up, and he's taking it really hard. I'm afraid he made you something desperate.
Like what?
I don't know, sir. I know him pretty well. He's a smart guy.
Perhaps not as smart as you thought he was, or as I had hoped from a crewman.
The kiss he took was better than he gave.
All right, organize a search with security. Find him. Please have some good news for me.
You're in luck, Captain. I do. We're ready for the test.
Excellent. Brief me on the procedure.
It's quite simple, actually. I'll run the test from here at the engineering console in the bridge. A gunnery will fire the gun in the direction that we calculated, and we'll monitor the resulting rift stability.
How long will the firing last?
If all goes well, 60 seconds tops.
What could go wrong? How dangerous will this be for the ship?
The only thing that we noticed that could pose a potential problem is that the rift might create a sort of event horizon. A kind of barrier between our universe and what's inside the rift. We're convinced that if you're going through the rift, you better be all the way through the event horizon before the rift closes.
Why? What would happen?
We're not really sure.
Excuse me? I didn't quite get that.
We don't really know. The computer couldn't tell us that particular scenario. But we expect that the results could range from nothing to possible time displacement for any object caught within the event horizon's influence, but not entirely in the rift itself before it closes. Anything outside 5,000 meters should be safe. That would include us.
Well, I understood Jin didn't experience any time displacement.
Well, in Jin's case, there wasn't. But in theory, it's still a possibility. The test will determine how we need to adjust the energy into the rift to make it stable and safe. The test will be successful.
All right, Rudy. Start your countdown. Let's get this thing over with.
Yes, sir. Gunnery, check in.
All readings nominal. Checklist complete. Ready here. Awaiting countdown.
Check. Matt?
I have nominal readings as well. Checklist complete. All ready.
Excellent. Countdown. T-minus 3 minutes. Mark. Countdown begun, Captain.
Thanks, Rudy. By the way, did anyone else work on these simulations?
My engineering crew, Kyle. In fact, that's where we got the idea for the time displacement.
Nuts! Nathan, this is Shubian. I think Kyle may be up to something more sinister than just hiding. He may very well be in the shuttle bay. Spread out, I want him found. Rudy, I'm betting your golden boy is smarter than you thought he was.
Well, that would be pretty smart.
Exactly. When was the last time you saw him?
Yesterday in engineering, finishing up the computations for the rift test.
Remember if he's doing anything out of the ordinary?
Not really. I mean, he spent longer in the simulation bay than the rest of us. I just assumed he was being thorough.
Yeah, he was being thorough, all right. This is beginning to stink.
What's wrong, Captain?
Lieutenant Brian, Kyle, may have gotten a Dear John letter, and I think he's about to do something real stupid.
Ten seconds.
Matt, sensor readings of any mass?
Negative, sir. All clear.
Make this quick and take your readings, Rudy. No messing around in the name of science. Got it?
Got it. Diesel, fire the gun.
Main gun powering up.
Cool. Very cool.
What's going on? Why are the alarms on?
Kyle started a launch operation. I can't stop
How
it.
did he do that? There's safeguards in place.
I don't know, but I think he's in the shuttle.
Override.
I can't. He's locked me out. You know, I knew he was up to something, but I didn't think he would pull a stunt like this.
Take a report it to anybody?
And say what? That Kyle's acting weird? Like that's news to anybody.
Captain, this is Berkman.
Shubian here. Did you find him?
Yes, sir. He's taken the shuttle out. Telemetry says he's headed straight for the rift. We tried to stop him, but he locked out the override.
Confirmed, sir. Bay doors open. Shuttle underway.
Warning, bay doors open. Clear the area. Warning, bay doors opening. Clear the area. Warning, shuttle bay depressurizing. Clear the area.
Rudy, shut her down! Shut her down now! Son of a... I'm not gonna lose a crewman on my watch!
Already working on it, but the shutdown sequence has got to run.
How long?
About 30 seconds.
Eternity. Can you accelerate the shutdown?
Shuttle is 10,000 meters and closing fast on the rift, Captain. The rift is holding steady.
No, this is not like a light switch where we can just turn it off. This is a tricky manipulation of space and time. We've got to treat it like that. No telling what the consequences might be.
8,000 and closing.
Rachel, open the comm.
It's already open, sir.
Lieutenant Bryan, this is Captain Shubian. There's no time to debate. Stop the shuttle and turn around. Kyle, you're in danger.
10 seconds.
5,000 meters. It stopped, sir.
Rift is closing. Kyle, get out of there! He's too close.
Rudy, get Jen and meet me in the briefing room. Rachel, contact Nathan and send him there. Matt, the bridge is yours. Have the crew secure stations.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Is he dead?
I don't think so.
He shouldn't be.
Why not?
Because I survived it.
Fair enough. Why didn't he stop in time?
Well, he knew exactly what he was doing. He parked the shuttle within the envelope of the Event Horizon's influence and waited for it to grab him when the rift closed. He was really smart at doing a dumb thing.
There was no chance he was going to turn around in time.
Not likely, sir. What I mean is, Rudy's right. He planned this meticulously and had every intention of going through with it. I truly believe that nothing anyone could have said would have made him turn around, including me.
Lieutenant, Nathan, you're right. If his closest friends or even his captain couldn't get through to him, no one could. Thank you for your efforts.
Thank you, sir.
Rudy, you mentioned about this Event Horizon and distance.
Yes.
Obviously, Kyle knew about it too. So where is he and how do we get him back?
When is he might be a more appropriate question. As I explained earlier, his proximity to the event horizon as it closed may have caused time displacement for Kyle.
Is this possible? For him to manipulate time so as to erase past history for himself?
Theoretically, it's possible.
So at the risk of repeating myself, how do we get our crew member back?
We don't know.
You know, you two really are joined telepathically, aren't you? It's creepy.
We really don't know, but what happened was actually beneficial to our tests. Ironically, it was a great success.
How so?
What Kyle did has accelerated our research beyond what we had hoped for. Now we can fine-tune the system to prevent this from happening again and to ensure safe passage for us when we go through.
Why assume we're still going through?
Why not? We're explorers, aren't we?
Safe passage, huh? You're right, Rudy, we are explorers. So make your adjustments. We need to go through so we can assess what's on the other side, take Jen home, and find my crewman. Nathan, get some rest before your next shift. You too, Eva.
Yes, sir.
Dismissed if that's what you're waiting for, which I doubt, since you've never waited before. Is there something else?
Yes, sir, there is. The architect behind this instrument that created the rift in the first place, we want him. I to learn more about the science, and Jen for reasons of his own.
Which are?
I must still carry out my mission and gather as much information as possible. That means apprehending the one who designed the weapon beam, so that we can learn his weaknesses and stop it.
All right. Who are we looking for?
A Viren by the name of Dr. Corduroy Plume. As much as we know, he's just a scientist with no political agenda.
How about you, Rudy? What's your cut?
If I could just talk to the guy, Sid, then I could definitely polish what we've done here and use it more efficiently rather than just speculating on the technology.
Any idea where he might be?
Last report says that he was on Aslow's moon, Mira, but that was old information.
All right, then. Jen, give Rudy a location that's free and clear of hostile action. My ship can't defend itself very well against multiple aggressors. Besides, it's not our fight, technically speaking.
Yes, Captain.
Let's do it then.
Yes, sir.
Dr. Clue?
here, Dr. Sim.
Oh, there you are.
So what is it? Is it as I suspected?
You were right. I'm sorry I doubted you.
Blast! I wish I had been wrong.
There's more.
What? No.
Not only did they use it as a weapon, but on a real live target. They're calling it a successful test and they're commissioning it into service.
No! Are they one with total blindness and insanity? Or perhaps I have been the blind.
You're planning something, aren't you? Something that will involve me.
You're already involved, remember? Come now, Raymond. We somehow started all this, and we must act to stop it.
Plu, think rationally here. You and me against them, especially the likes of Tuka Denul. Be reasonable.
Reasonable? Do you realize that Tuka and his tribe have exercised extreme prejudice towards intelligence and reason? Why must we advocate and condone actions that steer us away from being better people than we were yesterday? Forward, I say. We must move forward, not repeat the same mistakes that have tainted our history. What? This thing you and I created? It was designed to allow us to travel further and explore, not conquer and destroy.
Fine. Enough with the speech. I agree. Sometimes I think you and I are more like the Palo civilization than from Vera. So now what?
Do you trust me, Dr. Sim?
Implicitly, Dr. Plu. Why?
Find all the databases concerning our research and development here and destroy it. Don't just erase it, eradicate it. It is up to us to stop all of this now.
I'll do it, but we must act quickly before they track our actions. By the way, the shuttle is secured and ready to go.
Good, very good. You're coming with me.
Where? Adslow?
For now, until we gain safe passage to Palo.
Defect?
Well, I like to look at it as an escape. Do we have any choice? We've dug a hole for ourselves. I can imagine what they'll do to us once they find out what we've done, much less how we feel. I mean, we're dispensable now.
I hadn't thought of that. I accept your invitation.
As I thought you might.
Oh, there you are.
I have got an interesting modification to our mission.
Oh, really? You want to let me in on it?
Thought you'd never ask.
Acknowledging login. Miranda McTavish.
Folks, what's the holdup? We have less than a minute before Rudy fires this thing up, and I need you ready. Status.
We're present, sir. We're going through the checklist now. O'Hara just got here, so we'll be ready.
Main gun powering up. Roger. Routing particle beam power. Confirming gun is armed and systems integrated. She's good to go.
Let's do this. Fire. Cal, bring us toward the rift.
Yes, sir. Forward relative motion.
Rudy, how much time do we have to enter this thing before it collapses? I don't want a repeat of earlier.
Understood. 90 seconds, plenty of time. Just ease her in.
All right, Reed, take us in. First sign of trouble, get us clear.
You can count on that, sir.
Engineering to tidy things up. Matt's calling me to the shuttle bay. I'll go by there first.
All right, Rudy. Helm, slow us down.
All right, sir.
Maggie, anything on sensors?
Actually, yes. Just inside our range. I can confirm one large target.
Any sign that they've detected us?
None, sir. Activity hasn't changed since I started monitoring.
All right, Jin, we're through. Where are we?
You should see a planet. That's Zaslow. Its moon Mira isn't far from here. You should also see the blue star. That's the ship I was attacking. Any communication from it?
Rachel, anything?
There seems to be a coordinated effort concerning ship repairs.
Confirmed. The ship is heavily damaged. Its landing bay is gone. Engines offline. Severe damage to aft upper hull and superstructure. She's in a world of hurt, sir.
Did you hear all that, Jen?
Yes, Captain. I did.
Sir, hot transmissions from the moon. They're excited about something.
Patch it through to Jen.
Yes, sir.
Jen, listen up. We're getting transmissions from Mira.
It's wonderful to see you alive, but we...
I must go, Feiyu. I will contact you soon. Go ahead, Captain. I'm ready.
Sir, picking up some ship activity around the moon. It seems as though they're in a search pattern.
They're searching frantically for someone.
Reed, setting a course to Mira, full throttle.
Aye, sir. Setting course. Full.
Blue. Dr. Corduroy Blue. He's escaped from Mir in a small craft. They suspect he's gone to Adslow.
Helm.
Changing course to Adslow, sir.
Mackie, when we sweep by the moon, I want you to look for any of Blue's files, upload them, and then wipe them clean at the source.
I'm on it, sir.
Jen, you didn't say anything about the moon being occupied. What was Blue doing there?
Through the treaty, Mira was allowed to be settled, not colonized, in order to preserve the peace over Adslow. I'm embarrassed to say we didn't realize the full extent of their presence.
Well, now we know. The plot thickens. Where would Blue most likely go to hide and wait it out?
Captain, I'm surprised he escaped. Apparently he's not in agreement with those he has worked for.
That does change things a bit in abducting the poor fella, but where can I find him?
There's an isolated area on the continent in the tropic zone. We could look for traces of his exhaust signature there.
What am I looking for, Jen?
Most likely, his ship has a plasma drive with atmospheric landing capabilities.
I'm on it. Captain, 20 minutes from computer uplink range.
Okay, that should do it. I'll leave you to make the final calibrations.
All right, thank you, sir.
And remember, I need Clue alive and in one piece.
Okay, Rudy.
Everything appears to be in order. She's good to go. I just hope Shubian buys off on this. Well, good luck.
Thanks.
Thanks. You ready for this?
Here goes.
Once you've uploaded Blue's files, send them to Rudy for analysis.
Aye, sir.
Helm, time to the shuttle launch point?
Just short of 2 hours, sir.
All right. Reed, you have the bridge.
Aye, sir.
Barely came out of that landing without the need of hospitalization. What now, Dr. Blue?
No, it wasn't one of my best, was it?
What are you talking about? You've never done that before, have you?
Look, Franklin, I know I pulled you into a perilous flight, but it was necessary. Besides, this was not against your will.
Not entirely.
Freeman, come on now. You know perfectly well you would have met the same fate as I once they knew what we were doing.
Which was?
Figuring out what they were up to. Erasing and encrypting research files. Trying to escape? Look, take your pick. You did do what I asked you to do with those research files, didn't you?
Yes. No one can retrieve them, let alone find them.
Good.
How does your plan of escape unfold now?
Listen, I have a contact on Palo. He knows our location. And in a few days...
A few days? I don't want to be here a few days, much less a few hours. Clue.
Just a few days until they slow their search for us and look elsewhere. Besides, we have enough supplies, and this place is totally uninhabited. Perfectly safe. Then my contact will pick us up and take us to Palo.
I suppose. But it is a bit marshy in some places and not very pleasant. Wouldn't you agree?
Yeah, good thing we landed on solid ground. I can't swim.
What was that?
pleasure to see you down here in engineering.
Pleasure's all mine, believe me. What have you found so far?
Well, Dr. Plew didn't intend for this thing to be a weapon, that much is clear. He and his partner in crime, one Raymond Sim, were quite naive when it came to its full potential.
You mean they didn't see this thing for all it could do?
Pretty much, yeah. They designed this thing as a wormhole maker so their people could go out and explore the heavens. Plew never took into account any other application than that. So he hands it over to his superiors, and voila, it enters military service almost immediately.
You think that's why he skipped town?
Almost certainly.
Are there any more of these weapons around?
No, the prototype that Jen and his cohorts surgically removed from the belly of that beast ship out there is the only one. There's some loose ends, though, that I just can't interpret without Plew being here to decipher them for me.
Such as?
Well, for starters, the power input requirements versus what you get out of it. Plus, Plew could help me take the guesswork out of precisely aiming this thing navigationally. Using our gun seems a bit crude.
Well, you seem to get us here fairly accurately.
Well, yeah, but I just happen to win the cosmic pin the tail on the constellation donkey.
Well, that's reassuring.
I know I'm making it sound like gloom and doom, but you get my meaning. Plew could help us perfect this thing to help with our own space travel. Plus, he can help us get Kyle back. I still haven't figured that one out yet.
Well, if we're not careful with this technology ourselves, we could be facing the same problems our friends are having. Being in the wrong hands and all.
This is true. Look, I really need this guy, Sid.
And I need to avoid killing anyone in the name of defending my ship and crew to prevent an interstellar war. Put that one on your to-do list, would you?
I'll see what I can do.
Report.
We are within shuttle range. I have located Plew's ship, but there seems to be a large number of people in its vicinity.
Obviously more than the shuttle could hold.
Precisely, sir.
Matt, Jen, Shubian here. What's your status?
O'Hara here, sir. Temporarily shutting down gravity proved to be a little bit of a mess, but we'll manage. We'll be here when you call on us.
Good, because we've arrived at our launch window and it seems Plew has company. Jen, what do your intelligence reports say about any inhabitants in this area? Is Plew in any kind of danger?
Looking at your readouts now. Yes, he's in danger. If he'd have known about the population, I doubt he would have landed here. Apparently, Plew was kept in the dark about many things. I wonder if he traveled alone.
You've got the green light. Launch. We need to extract Plew before his situation gets worse and makes your job harder.
The launch sequence has begun. We'll give you a call when we're underway.
Roger. Good luck.
Bay doors are opening, sir.
Mackie, start sweeping for any ship activity in our vicinity. We're bound to attract attention sooner or later.
Sensor sweep already underway, sir.
Gunnery, I need you up and running. Report when ready.
I'm ready now, sir.
Excellent. We may have some guests, but don't fire until I give the green light.
Understood.
Launching, sir.
Journeyman, Dauntless here, underway.
Matt, I'm running out of shuttles. Make sure you bring this one back.
Captain, incoming. Bearing 4,000 miles off port and really moving.
Approach vector?
Not us, sir. The shuttle. She's been detected. The ship's vector is an intercept attack run.
Commence communications jamming now.
Yes, sir. Jamming full sweep.
Mackie, closure time.
At its rate of acceleration, 40 seconds.
Jin, we've got company.
I see him.
Well, when are you going to engage?
When the moment is right.
And that would be when?
When the moment is right. I'm tracking him.
It's aliens. Go fake.
Humans. A wonder.
Sir, contact is imminent.
Hope this works.
Jin, do something. He's practically on top of us.
Detaching now and engaging. I'm clear. Point your nose perpendicular to his path and select full throttle. I'll take it from here.
Jin, he's turned into me. He's on my 6.
Not to worry, Matt. He's not after you anymore. See me.
Dragon Phoenix has dispatched the intruder.
Peaceful people, huh? Nobody flies like that without combat experience. Calm?
Curiously quiet, sir.
Calm before the storm, I bet. Helm, move our position to a low orbit.
Aye, sir. Low orbit.
Rachel, any evidence that that scout ship relayed our position before being destroyed?
Sir, it's difficult to tell. From the time we detected him, there were no communications from him. But he could have prior to that.
Here's your answer, Captain. Incoming.
Identification?
Scanning now. Sir, they match the previous ship, but more heavily armed. They're fighters.
How many?
6.
Funny, I expected more. Gunnery, we've got 6 incoming hostiles. Can you establish lock yet?
Yes, sir. Nice, tight formation. Whoa, baby, cancel that. They all split up. Looks like they'll be coming at us from all directions.
What is this? Identify that ship. What is Rychek up to now?
Unknown configuration. Scans report it's not heavily armed. Doesn't seem to be a warship.
At least not a very good one.
Rachel, let's see if they'll talk to us.
Yes, sir. Ready.
To unidentified ships. This is Captain Sid Shubian of the Journeyman. This is a research vessel on a friendly mission. Please identify yourselves.
Tuka, sir. They're calling us.
Let me see them.
Visual coming through main viewer.
Journeyman, cease your advancement towards the planet and withdraw from orbit.
I don't think so.
What?
You heard me. No.
You have no choice. Besides, why armament on such a peaceful ship?
We all have choices, and our choice is defending ourselves if necessary. Why are you so concerned with us? This isn't even your planet.
Wherever you're from, be careful who you fight for, Journeyman. I'm sure you're not aware of our entire history. You don't belong here.
Like I said, we all have choices. Perhaps you don't belong here either. Who are you?
That's not relevant in your position. But very well. I am Tuka Denul, commander of the Viren Forward Fleet.
Yeah, and what am I supposed to do with that?
That's a loaded question.
Your inability to recognize my authority is both disturbing and unfortunate.
That still doesn't help me consider your position here.
I'm not here to help you. I have my orders.
And so do I. This conversation's going nowhere fast. I'm not moving for you or anyone else. Not by a long shot.
They cut us off. Shall we reestablish?
No. Shubian, eh? Find out who these people are and where they're from.
Well, that went well. Don't you think we've had enough posturing for one day?
So much for my attempt at diplomacy. Diesel, what are they doing?
Looks like an attack run forming. Strafing imminent.
Defend our ship, Diesel. Why didn't Jin warn me about this guy?
Here they come.
Captain, that first kill is a piece of cake. but I think this is more than we bargained for.
That didn't feel right. Must have hit something big.
Unfortunately, you're right, sir. Direct hit to the comm node. Major communications down, attempting a reroute.
Status.
6 more incoming.
Come on, guys, where are you?
8 more incoming, but from the opposite direction.
They're swarming us. Configuration?
Phoenix, sir. They're Dragon Phoenix.
Cavalry's arrived.
That must be the ship Jin told us about.
We need to protect it. Engage the Proteus fighters.
Looks like a point-blank hit to me. Bring the viewer around. Something doesn't look right.
Yeah, it's been blown up. Well, from what I'm seeing here, I can't effect repairs from here. I gotta get down to engineering to do that.
Who is shooting at us, Jen? No more secrets.
I don't know.
All right, well, where's Plu? I'd like to find him before I get fried.
Relatively nearby, I suspect. Luckily for us, in the opposite direction.
Lucky us. All right, I think it's smart to provide some cover, but we need to provide cover fire for each other.
Good idea. You go first. Matt, I'm gonna provide cover fire for you. Now go!
All right.
More weapons fire. It sounds like it's getting closer. When is your contact going to pick us up?
Raylan, I told you, tomorrow.
Well, maybe he's early and he's getting shot at.
Always the optimist.
Realist. It's what keeps us alive.
But not for long, it seems.
Are you serious? Do you really think we're going to die out here?
Sure hope not. But you never know.
Flu, stop taking advantage of my lack of sense of adventure.
Sorry, Raymond.
Don't shoot!
Dr. Corduroy Flu, I presume.
Yes, you must be Jen.
Your contact?
Yes, Raymond.
Yes, Doctor, I am. Do you have everything ready to go?
Yes, but who was shooting at you?
I'm sure the undesirables you'd mentioned earlier. Jen, you mean to tell me you've had this plan with Dr. Plu all along?
Yes, we had the doctor's arrival planned for months.
Why didn't you tell me?
For security, of course.
Didn't
I trust you? Yes, but if anyone else had found out about our meeting, especially when, all would have been lost.
Well, I am still waiting for an explanation from my friend here. Shubian is not going to be happy that you held out information on him.
And my deception is the least of his worries. But now we have to get back to the shuttle, and a different route from which we came would be in order.
Understood. Lead on, Jen. How much further?
As the crow flies, about 200 yards.
As what flies? 200 what? You're not from Palo or Vera, are you?
Not exactly, no.
He's an ally.
From where and how did you get involved?
Your displacement beam sent Jen to our solar system 100 light years from here.
It works?
Yes, it works, but with some unpleasant side effects.
Well, how did you get back here?
Well, our engineers recreated the displacement. Backwards engineering can work wonders.
You recreated a device that we had been working on for years in a matter of days?
Well, what is backward engineering?
Well, when you meet Rudy, our chief engineer, he can answer that for you. And he has a few questions for you as well.
A slight change in our rescue plans. First, we must go to a ship called the Journeyman. From there, if all goes well, we'll head to Palo.
Oh, I gather the events are not in the direction we'd planned for then.
Getting thrown 100 light years out of my way was not in my contingency plan. So no, they've not.
Jeez, where did that come from? It seems they have us surrounded.
No, these new shots have come from an entirely different type of weapon. It is virtually impossible that the colonists have acquired them. I believe the Vera military have caught up with us.
But how do you know all this?
We recognize the sound of the weapons discharge. I designed them.
Seems like there's more to you guys than meets the eye. Anything else you'd like to tell us?
At a later date. Right now we can use this crossfire to our advantage. Matt, you and I shoot in one direction while the doctors shoot in the other. And when we receive return fire...
Then we run like hell. All right, you ready?
Fire!
All right, Blue, you and Sim, to the shuttle! Come on!
Blue, come on!
Got it?
Oh,
Startup sequence commencing, Matt. I'm ready when you are.
Roger that, Jen. O'Hara, are you with us?
yeah, I'm okay. Fuzzy, but I'm okay.
All right.
Dr. Plu, I presume?
Plu's the one on the left. Sim's his partner on the right. We got 2 doctors for the price of 1.
Oh, great. It's bargain days at the Discount Planet.
Everybody hold on tight.
Break off! Break off!
Objective complete.
All right, folks, just relax. Keep your head and limbs inside the car while it's in motion.
Blue, I don't like any of this.
I don't think we have any choice, Sim.
Matt, we're leaving the upper atmosphere. You ready for docking?
We're ready for docking procedures.
Journeyman, this is Dauntless. Journeyman, how do you read? Incoming armada of 3 ships. My guess, destroyer class with fighter escort.
We're hosed.
Also picking up our shuttle and Jin ship coupled and approaching.
ETA in relation to approaching attack force.
The coupled ships will get here first, but by a slim margin.
Sir, I could maneuver toward the shuttle and buy them some more time.
Negative. That would make matters worse for them. The resulting closure rate would be disastrous. Hold station.
Aye, sir.
Communications, they're up. You've got everything, sir.
Excellent! Dauntless! Matt!
We're good. I've been trying to call you since launch. Are there any problems?
A previous attack damaged our comm node.
Jin here, Captain. I'm already in contact with my squadron, and a defense force of our own is due to arrive as soon as well.
This can get ugly real soon. Matt, as soon as you get on board, take Blue to the bridge immediately.
I'll bet you land this thing, okay?
I've been working on that idea of yours, and I think I'm onto something.
I'm listening.
Since the displacement beam is fired through the main gun, we can use it as a defensive weapon.
Rudy, I don't intend on sending a bunch of ships back to Mars. That'll compound our problem.
No. We modified the beam so that it just disables the ship, not displaces it. The occupants will be, for the most part, unharmed.
What do you mean, for the most part?
Well, you remember what happened when we went through it.
Oh, yeah.
Well, the side effects will most likely be the same, but I still need Plu's help with the energy requirements.
Do whatever you need to do, Rudy. We're working on bringing Plu on board right now to help. Good work.
Approach check complete. We are cleared to dock.
Thank you, Mo.
Captain, shuttle is on final approach.
Good. Rudy, help is on the way.
Great. I can't wait to meet this guy.
Rachel, keep an open channel with Jin, please.
Already done, sir.
Dauntless, fighters are coming your way. Journeyman as fast as you can.
Matt, land now. Get that shuttle into the bay and clamp down immediately.
Yes, sir. Landing sequence in progress.
No time, Matt. It doesn't have to be pretty. Rudy, any damage?
None that I can detect.
Matt, can you answer?
Yes, sir. We're all right.
Yes, sir. We're heading for the door.
Does anyone know how to land a spacecraft?
Has Jin checked in yet?
No, sir.
Try calling him. If you can't get him, have his buddies call him.
Yes, sir.
Helm, get us out of here.
Of course, sir.
Toward the direction the Dragon Phoenix squadron came from. If we run into Jin's fleet, at least we'll have a fighting chance.
Yes, sir. Plotting course.
Follow it, Mr. Reed. Time's a-wasting.
Captain.
Welcome back. Well done.
Thank you, sir. I'd like to introduce Doctors Corduroy Plu and Raymond Sim.
Welcome aboard. I'm Captain Shubian. I'm sorry, but there isn't much time and we need your help.
Well, I've waited long enough to meet you. What you've created here is exceptional technology. I'm the chief engineer, Rudy Payne.
Well, from what I heard of your work, I'm equally impressed.
Yes. You must explain to us what backward engineering means. We're very curious.
Attack force, now 5 minutes out.
Can you make this thing work like you said it would? I need to know now.
Gunnery is standing by. All I need now is a little help from my new special friends.
Gunnery? What do you plan to do with it, and why do you need our help?
Well, I believe I've devised a way to modify the displacement beam so that it disrupts power sources. So that whatever it hits, it leaves powerless, but the occupants survive.
No.
No?
No.
No? Oh, come on.
Now, I thought I destroyed all the evidence of what we built so that it could no longer be used as a weapon. And now I find it's in the hands of someone who backward engineered it, whatever that means. I mean, enough is enough. This stops now.
Mr. Compton, didn't you explain the situation to Dr. Plu and company?
Yes, sir, and he seemed to understand it.
Understand it? Yes. Agree to it? No.
More like a change of heart, Doctor?
I will not have my ship placed in further danger by a righteous crusade led by arrogance. You and me are going to have a little talk. Rudy, do your best. I'll be right back.
Sir, let me have another chance talking to Plu.
I believe I would be of better service by remaining here with your engineer. Oh, I'm curious to see how far they've progressed with our work.
I could use all the help I can get.
I'm curious to see where all this goes. Go ahead, Matt.
Doctor.
Sim, stay with Rudy.
Listen, Doctor, I don't have much time to tell you this, but those are good people out there who believe in doing the right thing. And right now, you do not have the option of running and hiding while the rest of us fight and figure it out in the morning. You do, however, have the opportunity to help all of us.
My life is in danger along with the rest of you. Fine. So now you say it's my chance to make it right? If not helping is what it takes to prevent a technological escalation of war through the destruction of my invention, then sacrificing my life to that end is worth it.
Save the martyr talk for another day, Doctor. Plu, I am not asking you to sacrifice your principles here. Alive, you can still make a positive difference as well. And it's just the right thing to do. People are counting on me and you to perform that very task. Complete your mission and see your project through.
Captain, we're ready to test the device.
Forget the test. Consider it operational. Get ready to fire and pray it works.
Journeyman, this is Jen. Has Dr. Plu been able to help you?
Not exactly. Dr. Sim's been helping us, but Plu is refusing. Something about upholding one's principles or something like that.
Dr. Plu, everyone at home is relying on you to help in our effort. Jen out.
What is this, Plu? Are you from Paolo?
No, it's not true. Well, yes, it is true we had a prearranged rendezvous, but I am not from Paolo. I am from Vera.
He's what? It's true, sir. Jen and Plu had a prearranged rendezvous.
For so long, I've disagreed with Vera's policies and how barbaric we've become that I realized my sympathies lay with Paolo. I've been a part of their culture ever since.
A spy? For how long?
Too long for me to remember. But how do you think I was able to get Jen as our contact for our rescue? I mean, I practically did all the work, but...
What? All the work? Those were my theories we proved.
No, I'm not talking about the project. I mean, do you remember my subtle persuasive arguments to leave the facility and banish the project? Well, see, you know the technology, but it was my job to ensure that the science was developed in the right direction.
Doesn't look like you accomplished any of that.
Stop it, both of you! This is unbelievable! I've got a defector and a spy on board. No wonder we're so popular. I trusted Jen.
Would you have acted any different if you'd known the truth? From the speech your first officer just gave me, I'd say the answer is no. You're right. I didn't do anything I set out to do. But perhaps we can change that. I will help you.
Great. Maybe we can avoid that interstellar war I've been talking about. And get this Tuka guy off my back.
Sir, Jen reports enemies engaged. Confirmed. Their numbers suggest it's just a matter of time before they get to us.
Jen, Rennie, I could use some help. Too many already.
Trelza, we're on our way.
4 have broken through already, along with 1 medium bomber, heading for the Journeyman. When will our forces be arriving?
Not soon enough. All accounted for?
All have checked in.
Good. We need to warn the Journeyman.
More coming. 4 fighters in a larger ship.
How much larger?
Large enough not to be a fighter, but too small to be a cruiser.
Fighter element. Final formation for torpedo bomber escort.
Captain, message from Jen.
SHUBIAN here. Go ahead, Jen.
Captain, as you've already detected, your first wave is approaching.
Yes, 4 fighters and something larger.
Torpedo bomber.
Tactics recommendations?
Ignore the fighters. They're the least of your worries. The torpedo bomber is slower and less maneuverable. Take him out first before he begins to launch.
Well, how will we know that?
Sensors should pick up an energy surge from the bomber.
Expected damage yield?
More than you're prepared to handle.
That bad?
That bad.
That's helpful. Diesel?
Heard everything, Captain. I've got a tracking lock on their closure rate, waiting for a specific target for firing lock. Range 1000 and closing fast.
Rudy? Diesel, fire in that torpedo when you have a positive lock.
Looking for any torpedo launches. I see what they're doing. The fighters are decoy. They're trying to hide the torpedo signature.
Energy surge. Launch.
Still looking. Where are you?
20 seconds to impact.
Evasive maneuvers, sir?
Too late. Besides, it might screw up Diesel's targeting. Diesel? Diesel?
There you are. Firing. Yeah, gotcha.
Nice shooting. Mackie, what are they doing?
Visual now. Making a high-speed pass.
Rudy, status?
Still working on those power levels.
I'd say they were high enough to pulverize that torpedo.
New attack with protection formation. Set up.
Captain, they're lining up for another run, but different strategy this time.
Rachel, try getting these clowns on the radio and tell them to cease fire. Diesel, What do you make of this next run?
Classic blocking play. The fighters are ahead to divert fire away from the bomber.
Can you maintain lock?
Most likely, now that I know what I'm looking for.
Another launch. 15 seconds to impact.
Make it count, Diesel.
Come on, baby, come to Papa. This is gonna be close. Lock, fire.
Break away! Break away!
Uh-oh. That wasn't supposed to happen.
What's uh-oh? Where's the bomber? Mackie?
Only tracking the 4 fighters, sir.
Oh, man. Sir, it was too close a shot. The bomber was in the line of fire. I'm sorry.
It's okay, Diesel. Well done protecting the ship.
Yes, sir.
What are the fighters doing?
They're hightailing it back from where they came.
To no doubt inform Mr. Tuca of the new kid on the block with the big gun.
Tuca, sir. Transmits from Jar's Plinko.
Let me see it.
Tuca, sir. The journeyman fired a powerful beam gun and totally destroyed the bomber. The beam looks very much like the displacement drive.
This new distraction not only has possession, but they have modified it. I must give this captain more credit. Plu is more resourceful than we originally thought.
Orders, Tuca, sir?
You will escort another bomber in. We will be there with the fleet shortly.
Right away, Tuca, sir.
This is not how I wanted things to turn out, Jin.
They finally concentrated their forces on us and are increasing their numbers. We're chasing another escorted bomber heading your way.
Thanks for the heads up. Just stay out of the way of this cannon.
Understood.
And we're adjusting the power level so we don't microwave the next ship into the afterlife, right? I'd really like to stop killing people now.
Sid, we're doing the best we can, without any test.
Well, now you've had 2. I'm starting to get a really bad reputation in this sector of space. Status.
1 minute till they get here. Jin and his squadron are in hot pursuit.
Rachel, any response from the departing fighters?
I think they cursed at me.
They did.
Of course they did. We just sent their buddies into Never Never Land. Progress?
If you leave us alone, there will be.
30 seconds.
All right. Rachel, Jin, please.
Already open, sir.
Jin, we're ready. Just stay away from the cannon beam.
They're launching.
Jin!
I heard. Route flight, go.
Folks, this better work. Diesel, he's all yours.
Roger, sir.
No, not the entire element.
Not again.
Jeez, guys!
It should have worked.
Well, Rudy, it didn't.
Dr. Sim, did you input the data as I asked?
Well, Dr. Sim, what's it gonna be?
Dr. Sim, what are you doing?
Rudy, you and Plu try to fix whatever mess Dr. Sim has made and make it quick.
I worked years on this device for one purpose in mind, to travel through the rift, to prove what we found on Atslow. Then you people, you take our technology, do whatever you want with it, tampering with it, making it into something it wasn't meant to be. It makes me sick, and I can no longer allow this to continue.
Oh, no you don't. You're not gonna try to change his mind. Now that I got him working where I need him, you're not gonna mess it up for me. You two fix this?
Fix what? There's nothing to fix.
Matt, take Dr. Sim out of here into a safe place.
Understood, sir.
Don't bother.
Well,
we'll let you know.
Beautiful.
It appears the rest of the fleet is coming within range, sir.
Bet it's not the fleet I was hoping for. Distance and direction?
They're coming from different directions this time.
Most likely they see us as a serious threat now. Tenacious little buggers. Diesel, here comes the rest of them.
Bring it! It'll be like a knife fight in a phone booth.
Is the fleet in position?
All have reported in position, Tuka, sir. Awaiting orders.
Send them in. I don't want anything left of that ship but debris.
Message sent and acknowledged.
We'll see who's victorious now.
Problem, Tuka, sir.
What could it be now?
We're picking up the Apollo fleet approaching at high speed.
Time of intercept?
In perspective, Tuka, sir, our ships won't have enough time to react in a defensive posture while attacking the Journeyman.
It's too late to withdraw now. Warn the ships, but continue the attack.
Here they come, sir.
I know, Mackie. No need to remind me.
No, the cavalry you were speaking of.
What?
Jin's entire fleet is closing in on the enemy's positions. We'll be intercepting both fleets in the hot zone in 2 minutes.
The aggressors backing off?
Unfortunately, no. They've already started their attack runs on us.
Reed, begin deceleration. Dampers on maximum.
Roger, sir. Dampers on max.
Status ready?
We're almost there. Just wait for my signal and you'll be good to go.
Incoming bomber run. Attack vector 6 o'clock low. Friendly forces have not yet detected them.
Captain, our deceleration is not helping our situation.
Continue your maneuver. Diesel, you tracking this one?
Yes, sir. Waiting on your word.
Entering the hot zone in 1 minute.
The bomber is arming to fire.
Come on already.
They've launched a torpedo.
Timed impact?
20 seconds.
Sir, there are 2 bombers. One has massed himself behind the first.
Rudy? Rudy!
Now, Captain, now! Diesel, fire!
About freaking time.
Rudy? What? That's my boys.
We still have the other bombers, sir.
Diesel, what do you got?
Targeting the first bomber and fire. First bomber out of the way. Targeting second bomber.
Nice shooting, Tex.
Not quite, sir. It launched a torpedo.
10 seconds.
Diesel, can you get it?
Negative, sir. No time.
That was close. Clearing the area. Happy hunting.
Thanks, Jen. You heard the man, Diesel. Go hunting.
Yes, sir.
These people really believe in living on the edge.
Dragon Phoenix Flight Mariner here. The amount of free-floating objects may become a hazard. Usually things blow up and no longer become a problem.
What do you think, Jin? Treat it as an asteroid field. Just smaller objects.
That I'm familiar with.
Really small asteroids with people in them.
Josh, what of the mission?
Not well, Tuka, sir. Half of our forces are dead afloat. The beam is actually neutralizing our power, like a short circuit. We're going to start running into each other soon if this keeps up.
Any chance of taking down the Journeyman, or even boarding her?
No, sir. Paolo's forces are pushing us away from the ship. Any of us that get through get hit by the beam.
Tuka, sir. Apollo crews are bearing down on us. Our own fighter defenses have been thinned to a minimum in order to protect us.
What of our torpedo bombers?
All but 2 have been disabled.
Proceed no further with our ship, but send a message to the remaining torpedo bombers.
All may be lost here.
This is working beautifully, Rudy. But it's starting to look like a parking lot out there.
I've counted 22. Make that 23 now. 0 power signatures from all of them.
So many to choose from. Ripe for the picking.
Proceed, Mr. Payne.
2 bombers are approaching Apollo cruiser.
How'd they slip through the cracks? We've got to warn Jen. Rachel.
Getting him now. He's on, sir.
Go ahead, Captain.
Jen, we've picked up 2 bombers approaching your cruiser. We may be able to hit them, but if they launch before that...
Understood. Concentrate on the bombers. We'll manage any torpedoes.
Rennie, this is Jen. Join me in destroying any torpedoes that are coming from the bombers that are targeting our cruiser.
I heard. I'm on my way. having trouble getting a lock.
Grinny, I won't have time to hit both.
I know that. I'm working on it.
I've got lock. Firing. A hit, Grinny. And you?
Jen, it's just not working. No time to switch to manual.
They've got one torpedo, but the other is intact.
Diesel!
Not a chance, sir. Too close.
That's the way to take care of that problem.
Trelsa, is that you? Where'd you come from?
I thought you needed backup.
Form up and rejoin the squadron.
Diesel, target Tuka's ship. Let's see if we can get a rise out of him.
My pleasure, sir.
Mackie, let me know if there's any changes.
Tuka, sir. Journeyman has us targeted with a beam weapon.
Curious. Call him.
Captain.
Shubian.
Well, that was quick.
Shubian, what do you think you're doing?
I just want to let you know I haven't forgotten about you.
That is becoming clear, yes. Ah, I see our Dr. Plu has been safely rescued. It's good to see you, Doctor. We have a lot to catch up on. Where is Dr. Sim? I will have her return. She is not to be your prisoner.
You can have her. I think it's time you went home.
That reminds me. Where is your home, Shubian?
Yes. There's the question which I'm not prepared to answer.
I thought as much. Enjoy this day, Shubian. And remember my previous warning and consider it strongly. Not everyone is as they appear to be. We all have secrets, even the planets.
You suffer from control issues, don't you?
Stop communication. Bring weapons to standby. Gather our forces. We will do this another day. Control issues. He hasn't seen me yet.
Call me crazy, but I think we've just been threatened. Yeah? You think?
Yeah. But I've got the bigger gun.
Right check. With highest honors, I greet you.
With honors, Jen. I'm very happy to see you with us.
I as well.
Forgive me for not giving you a proper welcome upon your return, but much is at stake.
I'm aware of that.
Tuka's campaign of misinformation led us to believe he was developing a weapon. But we've learned now that they were indeed designing a displacement drive to uncover our past.
Tuka must be aware of and believe in the legends we hold of so dear concerning the Adslow. Its very name
has deep meaning, yes. It's more than legend to Tuka now. From what we've gathered, those Tuka placed on Adslow have already found the secret it holds, as much as we tried to dissuade his curiosity through treaty.
Agreed.
With his newfound knowledge and the displacement drive, he wants to see for himself. Weaponry we can handle, but Tuka's discovery is far worse for us. This Captain Shubian now possesses the technology. This is unfortunate. They mustn't discover the truth.
They don't know, but I suspect they soon will. They're very persistent.
Your journey to their planet was no coincidence. Perhaps we can use that to our advantage.
I'm working on that.
Success to that end, Jin. I fear we may have to take matters further otherwise.
Tuka, sir. All surviving ships have been accounted for, except one.
Rest assured, the journeyman will have recovered it. Perhaps he'll want to make an even exchange.
And what of our plans to use a displacement device? Because of the information we found on Adslow, the marker beacon was discovered on the planet by the probe we sent through. We should proceed.
All in good time, Doctor. We have another option open to us now. It's not over, Shubian. Not by a long shot.
Tuka Denul is not a force that should be taken lightly. He is very dangerous.
On the contrary, Doctor, I take him very seriously. I'm willing to bet he knows something about Kyle's whereabouts, and I want you to help me find him. And I want my shuttle back.
Of course, anything I can do to help.
We appreciate that. But right now you can explain to me the whole story behind what's really going on here. Planets have secrets, huh? I'm sure that starts with Adslow.
No, the story ends with Adslow. It actually begins with the planet you call Mars. You see, Captain, in a manner of speaking, your civilization and ours share similar origins. And that's where we may need your help.